Hey everyone, this is Dave from the Adobe Character Animator team, and here are some of our favorite creations from the Character Animator community in the past few months. For the COVID-19 pandemic, broadcast television teams have had to reinvent their workflows with everyone working remotely at home, and that's led to several interesting uses of Character Animator. For example, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert did an entire 12-minute animated monologue to start off one of their shows. The piece was filled with great visual gags, and I would recommend every Character Animator user should go and watch this and study how they trigger their facial expressions, head tilts, and arm movements. It's a great mix of frame-by-frame and performance capture that keeps things visually interesting throughout. And they must be doing something right. It's currently standing at over 1.6 million views on YouTube. Saturday Night Live also included Character Animator to power a talking ice cream cone voiced by Beck Bennett in their Eleanor's House sketch. I have to say, it was pretty awesome to be watching the show and immediately recognize those lip-sync mouths. Meanwhile, to help promote the launch of the new Solar Opposites show, Hulu's Twitter account used Character Animator to answer Twitter questions with the show's cast by recording and posting responses to various tweets. Onnum Studio is an animation company based out of Mexico, and they've done several live broadcast events for Televisa, including one celebrating the Day of the Dead. Using Character Animator, they did a live Q&A with a woman named Catalina, who took live phone calls from the audience on air and responded in real time. They also included a stop-motion segment created by the legendary team at Cinema Fantasma, who I was fortunate enough to talk alongside on a recent international animation panel on Facebook. So yeah, it's been pretty inspiring to see how diverse and widespread the use of Character Animator in broadcast quality shows has been recently. Hector Rodriguez, aka Hex, is a well-known figure in the esports world, and recently he's started to create animated segments of interesting stories taken from his podcast episodes. There are about 8 of these so far, and the character work is all done in Character Animator and is incredibly well done. These were animated by Jim Fier Entertainment, who we've highlighted on this channel several times in the past. You might remember their Brad Pig movie critic character. We've shown several animated podcasts before, but this is really one of the best takes I've seen. I'm looking forward to a lot more of these. I wanted to check back in with GetMadz, who we featured here a little over 2 years ago, when we were celebrating how he had just passed 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. Fast forward to the present day, and Madz now has over 260,000 subscribers watching his animations, including his recent video about playing Animal Crossing for over 300 hours that garnered over 1.7 million views. Madz has really refined his style over the past couple of years and built up a community from the ground up. I know there are a lot of you out there who are trying similar things, making character-based YouTube channels, and every time someone emails or tweets me about advice on how to do this, I just simply tell them to watch Madz's channel. His sense of humor, storytelling skills, and animation style create a colorful and entertaining package that keeps viewers coming back again and again. I wanted to point out one technique he's been using recently. Check out when he does a head turn, how there's a little bounce to the character. That's a tried and true way to hide head turns from feeling too clunky or robotic. Awesome work, as always. My kids have been attending a lot of virtual online classes and camps this summer. We're understandably seeing a lot of these pop up given the current circumstances. Dribblers Football Club is one such site that teaches kids the basics of football, or soccer as we unexplainably call it here in the US. And the site uses Character Animator cartoons of the coach and 2 kids as they narrate through the different skills and lessons. I think this opens up the door to a ton of potential virtual Character Animator uses for kid-themed online classes and events. It's been proven time and time again how well kids respond to animated characters, and Dribblers is a great mix of cartoons and live action to teach kids about fundamentals. This might be the 5th or 6th time we feature New York-based comedian Jim Tews, but he keeps pushing what's possible when you mix comedy and animation. I particularly love the variety of styles he's been experimenting with lately, and Instagram is the perfect platform to do this sort of thing on. Just make a short 30-second video in a new style and see what works for you.
This is the way that a priest sings. Not sure why, if God created everything in the universe, including every musical note in every octave of every scale, he still prefers every Sunday to be serenaded with songs that have only 2 notes.
Comedy and animation go really well together, and Jim keeps proving that time and time again. If you're not following him on Instagram, you're missing out. Toy Beast is a new Ontario, Canada-based toy review channel that's using Character Animator to drive the narration. The main character has some nice head turns and arm cycles, and so far he's worn a different outfit on every episode to keep things visually interesting. He's also rendered a 3D living room background that works nicely to complement the character in the foreground, including a TV that showcases some of the content the toys he's talking about are based on. With only 3 episodes so far, things are just starting out, but I think it shows a lot of potential and promise. Oldfashioned Youngin is a South African-based creator who's been using Character Animator for quite some time now. His YouTube channel content is pretty diverse. Recently, he's done some interviews with characters like Peppa Pig and the coronavirus, as well as several short skits that throw live action into the mix. He's even made some promotional videos for Digital Lab Africa, an organization promoting digital innovation by African animators, video game designers, and more. Great work. Digital Absurdist is a website where Vancouver-based writer and animator Matt Pettigrew challenges some of our assumptions about technological advancements always being for the best. His articles are complemented by satirical animated videos that take his written points and illustrate them in over-the-top and entertaining ways, such as a casting call where the director ignores the live auditions and instead generates actors and actresses from his favorite parts, like Natalie Portman's nostrils. It's a great concept that shows no signs of stopping, so I'm interested to see where he continues to push it. And Night Snack seemingly starts out like a horror film until we quickly realize it's just a cartoon ghost named Gary. I love how creator Martin Sofadel took one of Digital Puppet's stock characters, an expressive ghost puppet, and just by adding some green color grading and illumination effects, turns it into something else entirely. There's a nice professional polish to the piece, and I hope we see a lot more like this in the future. Alright, that's it for this installment. Hopefully some of the stuff you saw here today inspires you to dig into Character Animator and tell some of your stories as well. If you do, we'd love to see them. Please use hashtag Character Animator when sharing on social media so we can see what you're up to. And if you ever want to interact with the rest of the community or ask questions when you get stuck, the best place for that is the official Character Animator forums on Adobe's website. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and have fun.